Alright, so I'm gonna do a video on this because I kept seeing things for the past couple weeks, and then I got talking with people about it, and I really started to sit down and think and see how people really thought about this. And obviously, again, the title is going to say it, but if you still aren't sure what I'm saying, people are talking about, Aaron Jones versus A.J. Dillon. And, I've seen some people say, why do we pay Aaron Jones so much money if A.J. Dillon's come in here when Aaron Jones has gotten hurt and he's made such an impact? On third downs or, second and shorts, or, even if he runs on first down, or if he catches a little screen pass, or, just whatever. If he's going out in the passing game, going up the middle for a running game, whatever. I'm seeing people say, you know, why did we pay Aaron Jones all this money? And to an extent, I can see that argument. But I want to put a disclaimer here before I get too far into this. First of all, you can't say too much because Aaron Jones has played. Well, it's technically it's 10 and a half, but they put 11 because he went out against Seattle. Um, so he played, but it's technically 10 and a half. It's basically what it is because he got hurt during the game. And then he missed the Vikings, and then he was really limited against the Rams. So, coming off an injury, he's not going to play a lot of snaps. He's not, going to get all the attempts that he would get when he's healthy. Um, I just want to start out with that. And then I also want to start out by saying we're on that road to 200. At the time I'm recording this, we have actually hit 175. So we're on that road to 200. We're going to try to push, and, I'm going to try to do a video or two a day, and we're just going to try to push towards 200 to try to hit it by the end of 2021. Again, if you would consider, watching this video, watching other videos, if you like what you see, subscribing. I believe right now the algorithm is likes. So if you like the video and you subscribe, I believe likes helps push the videos out to more people so more people see my content. Again, we're pushing for 200. I just want to quickly plug that in here. But to get back into the video here, again, there's little disclaimer again, injuries and whatnot. Last year, which is why I just want to focus on 2021, because I can't talk about last year a lot because A.J. Dillon was out. Sorry, that's this year's game. I guess they don't have. Probably could find it, but he was out a lot of. He was out a lot of 2020 season because of COVID. He was put on the COVID list for 5 weeks, I think. I want to say it was like 5 weeks, something like that. You gotta just. There's a lot of things that people aren't putting into context here. A.J. Dillon missed a lot of time last year. Aaron Jones again has missed a game and a half. This is stat sheets are gonna say a game because again, he went out. He played the first half of the game. I think he got in. Was it in the first half or I don't remember if it was the first or second half of the Seattle game he got hurt. But basically he didn't play a full game. But because he started the game, they count it as a game. So injuries here now. We're heading into the bye week, so I figured it's kind of perfect time to do this because I can put this up on like a Saturday or Sunday, and we don't have any games coming up next week where maybe Aaron Jones starts going off again right away. But I want to just talk about kind of seeing how A.J. Dillon's been doing his second year and comparing that to Aaron Jones' fifth year. So starting out with A.J. Dillon has started in all 12 games, played out 12 games, basically, same thing technically by, the standards of, the stats here. 128 rushes on 543 rushing yards on 128 attempts. So that's just rushing. So they don't have passing, and I would have to probably add it all up mathematically, unless it's down here. Reception. Okay. Oh, perfect. Right here. So okay, there we go. So in the passing game, 261 yards off of 27 receptions. So there you go for passing yards too. I knew I could find a stat down there. 4.2 yards a carry. Uh, 2 touchdowns this year. I, both of them came against Seattle, didn't they? Yeah, both of them came against Seattle this year. Uh, look at that. And then I don't know what is this. Oh, fan. Oh, we're not gonna get into that. Yeah, we're we're not gonna get into fantasy points. But the fact is, this year mainly we'll focus on rushing right now. We'll talk about passing here in a little bit, but rushing stats again: 543 yards, 128 attempts. Now Aaron Jones again minus a game and a half, 564 yards on 133 attempts. So what is that? 21 more yards off of five five more attempts. Yes, I believe that's quick. That's quick math. So yeah, again, so an additional 21 yards on five more attempts rushing, 3 touchdowns, which came against one against Detroit, one against San Francisco back to back, and then he did not score again rushing wise until the Arizona game, which that was when he bullied Isaiah Simmons from the 3 yard line and bullied him. And if you don't want to call it a touchdown, whatever, it was counted as a touchdown. It looked like the ball broke the plane. It is what it is. I'm not going to argue that, but he scored against Arizona. That's the 3 touchdowns that have come this year. Um, and then again, Seattle, and then again the Rams. He didn't. Uh, he may have had one if he played more, but again, because he didn't play a lot against the Rams, nothing there. But I mean, hey, 10 for 23. That's I mean, he got 10 carries, 23 yards. That's not bad. For coming off a game injury. 2021. Where is it? Yes. So 298 yards off of 37 receptions. So if we go back over here real quick, uh, 200, yeah. So wow, exactly 10 more reception, 10 receptions more than AJ Dillon, and only 30-ish, 37 yards off of 10 more receptions. Wow. Okay. Okay. And again, with Aaron Jones going down, against Seattle, Minnesota, and the Rams, he got more touches. Now, obviously like 8, 16, 3, 11, he's bouncing up and down here. When we get to Seattle, 21, 11, 20. He's basically going from single digits to double digits. Or that doesn't technically make sense. Basically, he's going, from single digits to, the teens before Aaron Jones got hurt. With Aaron Jones getting hurt, he's going from the teens to the 20s and bouncing kind of back and forth there. So again, because he's mainly, or he's RB1, he's getting more touches, both passing and rushing, which is helping him, get better stats. And that's where the argument comes in of, hey, we just paid Aaron Jones a large sum of money to stick around for, what was it, 4 years, 5 years, or whatever it was. Big contract, basically. We gave him a lot of money. And all of a sudden, we draft a guy, who I will defend this pick. I saw people the day of the draft not understand why we got this pick. And, now today they're saying, oh, I trusted it the whole time. From day one, I knew AJ Dillon was going to be, third down back. Is going to be red zone inside the 5, inside the 10-yard line, and he's going to plow through people. He's going to go up the middle. I knew that's how they were going to use him. I figured that. But now we get to see him more so outside the red zone with, again, Aaron Jones getting hurt. And we're going to see him more, and people are like, okay, well, he's doing this. He's going for 50 yards down the sideline against Seattle. He's extending drives on third and short. Why did we do this? And I think because again, it's his second year, and Aaron Jones was not really utilized a lot under Mike McCarthy. Just Mike McCarthy didn't really like. Uh, yeah, I passed it by a lot. Wow. Mike McCarthy not a huge fan of running back. Just is what it is. Um, but under Matt LaFleur, I mean, go look at that Dallas game in 2019 where he had 4 touchdowns. I believe they were all rushing. I would have to double check. I don't think I can get the stats from here. I don't know if I can get them. Yep, nope. Nope. Can we? Yeah, no, never mind. That's gonna take too much time. I believe it was all rushing touchdowns. Um, against Dallas. I would have to double check, but I think it was. Years like that where you know 1,000 yards here under Matt LaFleur, another 1,000 yards, back-to-back seasons with 1,000 yards. So yeah, and then he almost hit 1,100 here, and then it was almost back-to-back 1,100 yards. So with AJ Dillon on the team in 2020, his rookie year, which again we didn't use him a lot because he's a rookie. Wanting to give a lot of balls to Aaron Jones. He actually beat his record of 2019, and he actually beat it. Whoa. Okay, I guess. Okay, I just found out. Okay, I don't know how to get rid of that now. Whatever. He beat his record and got more yards than he did in 2019 before he drafted AJ Dillon. Now AJ Dillon coming in 2020. Just again, 46 attempts, 242 yards. He was out again most of the year. Um, I remember seeing flashes against the Bucks when we were just putting in our backups towards the end of the game, and I think it was like a 7 or 8 yard run. It's like this guy has potential for the future, and he's really showing that this year in 2020. Over halfway to 1,000 yards. I don't, I don't know if he gets it. He probably gets 900. I would say I think they had a projected thing up here. Oh no, I guess not. I was on a different website before, and they had a projection. Um, I should have looked at the projection. Should have kept it up, but I think he gets close. Maybe he gets 900 yards this year. But post bye, Aaron Jones should be coming back. We're gonna have 5 games, 3 at home, 2 on the road, which is the 2 on the road, one big one in Baltimore, and then we have to go to Detroit week 18. So if we get everything wrapped up by week 17, we may see more AJ Dillon. So maybe he has potential week 18 to try to get 1,000 yards. I don't know. But halfway there already this year. Aaron Jones this year, basically the same. What, 30 more yards? 21 more yards. Rushing yards, I should say. This year so far. So I get the whole thing where they're very similar stats. Even just looking at it right now, I've thought about this, and even just looking at this right now, very similar rushing stats. We can even look at passing stats. So 298 yards. Well, again, we already checked it. I already talked about this before. Sorry. So about what was it, 37? I think I said. 37 more on 10 more attempts. Similar receiving stats, similar rushing stats. I see it. I get it. You know, again, Aaron Jones coming off of 2 1,000 yard seasons. Gets hurt mid-season, which I think. Uh, yeah. So he played all 16 in 2019. So yeah, if he had played 2 more games, again, it's his personal best for rushing yards. It would have been way higher probably if he had played all 16. But I get it. But I think of it this way: I see 2 similar running backs. That's a two-headed dragon that third down and short, you're going to go to A.J. Dillon. The defense is going to know you're going to go to A.J. Dillon. The sidelines are going to know you're going to go to A.J. Dillon, and he's still going to get the first down. And then there's Aaron Jones on first and second down, which again, A.J. Dillon can be in there on, second down, first down too. But primarily, first and second down, Aaron Jones, maybe he'll gash you up the middle for a big 10, 15-yard run. Maybe he'll go out in the passing lane and catch a ball off a screen and go for 10, 15 yards, 20 yards, or pull an A.J. Dillon and go for 50. Or I think it was like 50 something. Or 40 something, 57, whatever. The point is, I don't like this argument because they both have their strengths. They're both built different, literally physically built different. One guy, his leg is a tree trunk, and one guy, very skinny, but he might be shorter than you, but he's gonna push you and he's gonna dart, and suddenly he's past you, and suddenly he's for a touchdown 40, 50 yards down the field, off a run, off a pass. So different strengths, different weaknesses. It's a two-headed dragon. It has really helped us in the past, couple years. Again, 1,100 yards last year when we had A.J. Dillon on the team. Again, I have to preface, he had COVID, so maybe some of those attempts get, knocked down. Maybe he's not 1,100, maybe he's 1,020 or whatever if, A.J. Dillon was playing more so and didn't get COVID. But the facts are the facts. And, best rushing year, or rushing yards year-wise so far in his career. So, I don't like to think, let's get rid of one of them when they're both doing their job. Yes, A.J. Dillon is looking, I don't want to say like a Derrick Henry yet, but if he can become a Derrick Henry, maybe 4 years down the future, we don't re-sign Aaron Jones because you have to re-sign A.J. Dillon because he's looking like the next Derrick Henry. But we can't see 4 years down the line. So right now, you have a speedster and you have a bulldozer. And so you play to your strengths, rushing, passing wise, both of them are doing just fine. Again, I'm not really giving a definitive answer. Long term, if we're talking long term, A.J. Dillon. I'm totally fine going A.J. Dillon. Again, his second year in the NFL. Long term, I'm totally fine with that, choosing him over Aaron Jones. Currently, I can't pick. For the Bears game coming up in 2 weeks, I can't pick because they both are very beneficial. And if one's out, the other one steps up. And yes, you're not, with the bulldozer and, first down, second down, you're not probably going to run a little less. A.J. Dillon can gas you up the middle for, 40 yards or whatever on a play. But he's not as fast as Aaron Jones, so maybe you don't get that touchdown. So, you play a little differently if one of them are down, but if both of them are in the backfield, it helps. It helps Matt LaFleur choose, you can't stop A.J. Dillon no matter what. And again, long term, again, I'm totally fine going A.J. Dillon. But this year specifically, if you just look at 2021, very similar stats. I can't choose. I literally can't choose between both of them because they've just been both very good. And they're both going to continue to probably be good. Again, I can't predict the future, but they're looking very good. I think they're going to stay very good. That's my opinion. I think that happens for them. Maybe Aaron Jones gets 1,000. Maybe A.J. Dillon does too. Again, he is more so, third and short. So I don't know if he's going to get 1,000 rushing yards. I think he will get a total rushing and receiving because he's already close to 800 total. So he's going to have over 1,000 between rushing and passing combined. But just rushing alone, I don't see 1,000 coming up. Even Aaron Jones hasn't even cracked 500 receiving yards, and he has actually dropped, and that's mainly because his rushing yards have risen. Well, you don't need to go out there and pass for more yards when Aaron Jones is getting you 15 yards. So yeah, that's how I'm going to end it. Again, I didn't give an answer because my answer is you need both of them. And there's going to be a debate, and I'm totally fine people debating 5 years in the future, whatever it is. Do we re-sign Aaron Jones? Do we not in the future? Um, but if you're talking currently, I I can't pick. I don't want to pick. It's just too similar. Despite them being, again, one's built like a dump truck, well, a bulldozer, and one's built like what's like a, I guess like a car. Well, I guess, yeah, we'll go with the car. I'll do that. Or a motorcycle. Let's go with the motorcycle. So you have a motorcycle and you have a dump truck in the backfield. That's sorry, a bulldozer. I don't know why I got dump truck stuck in my head now. A bulldozer and a motorcycle. There you go. That's our backfield, and then you have a goat at QB. There you go. And then you have a goat at wide receiver too. So you know, it's, but that's a whole nother topic, and whatnot. So again, I don't want to give an answer. I'm not going to give an answer. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Again, if you stuck through the whole video, like the video, share the video around. Don't forget to subscribe. We are on the road to 200, and I'm out of here. Peace.